Hey, beautiful yogis, welcome to Kirsten Nielsen Yoga. This practice is part of the theme Accepting Change this week. So it is a stronger level 2 to level 3 practice, really working on embracing the flow state. And what I mean by that is accepting whatever is coming up for you in your body, working with that, even in the subtle body, working with that, and then accepting that each day our practice will be different, but still honoring that we can still step on our mat each day and still have that same determination, still have the same patience, and work with what is here to move into that flow state, to stay with that pranic body. Now, you may like a block for this practice, but it's not essential. And those who like to practice with music, I have included a link in the description below to my Spotify account. And those of you who want to continue to support me, there is a link for donations below as well. So let's get started. All right, yogis, so we'll start this practice in child's pose. So you choose how wide you'd like the knees, so bringing the big toes to touch. Knees as wide as you like, maybe as wide as the mat. And then as you start to walk the hands forwards, just really take your time to allow the heart to get heavy, forehead heavy. And allow yourself to come into a child's pose that you know you can hold, that you can soften into for some time. We'll be here for a couple minutes. So just allowing your pelvis to get really, really heavy. The heart to soften down towards the mat. And feeling the breath being received in the back body. This big wave on the inhale, sense of expanding, already opening. And that sense of really grounding with every exhale. And it's already here where we start to tune into the body. And as this practice is all about accepting change, what comes with that is accepting who we are in this moment. Acknowledging what is coming up for us in this moment. Acknowledging the body, this wondrous vehicle. And embracing the full spectrum. So whether today that's fatigue for you, whether it's soreness, whether it's stiffness, tiredness, or whether you're feeling really alert, really ready for your practice, just aware of these two levels and all of the stuff that's in between, all of the feelings that are in between. And at this level of practice, we have already acknowledged the notion that we don't just practice when we feel really, really good. That we don't just practice when we feel inspired, but that the real insight into our nature comes from days where it's a little harder to get on our mat. It's a little harder to practice. This is where we gain the true insight into the essence of our spirit. And now there's no protection layer, there's no dense layer here. We are completely vulnerable on the mat. So with these next couple of deep breaths, allow yourself to fully, truly open. Open to this moment. Open to embracing who you are in this moment. acknowledging and holding space for whatever is here. And with that, take a big breath in. Cleansing out breath out of the mouth. 2 more like that. Slow inhale. Fill. Pause. Out the mouth, big exhale. Last one, smooth and steady in breath in. Hold, contain, feel the expanding of prana out, hold. Out the mouth, find the release. Start to gently press down into the hands. Closing the lips, find the breath in and out of the nose, Ujjayi. Tune into your rhythm. And again, as you tune into the breath, use that as an opportunity to just embrace whatever is here. So if you notice that the breath is a little shorter, a little shallower, not judging, just simply tuning into that rhythm and see if you can find that little bit more length with every inhale, every exhale, not forcing, not pushing. And then as you press down into the hands, gently start to lift the forehead, send the gaze forwards, and we'll draw the knees in a little closer so they come in line with the hips. Make sure that the hands are in line with the shoulders. Fingers spread wide, elbows soft. Then take a big breath in, shift the weight slightly forwards. As you exhale, bring the sit bones back towards the heels, come back to child's pose. And then again, inhale, wave it forwards, tabletop, shoulders on top of the wrists. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Scooping the low belly in as you press the earth away. And then again, wave it forwards, big in breath. Press it back, long out breath. Sit bones to heels, scooping in. This time, wave it forwards, inhale. Tuck the toes under, pick the knees off the mat, downward facing dog, press back, long exhale, yeah. Now for Sarah today, she's already informed me she's feeling very tight and very sore. So if that's you as well, we're going to take the next 5 deep breaths to really feel into it, to find a little bit more softness in the knees, softness in the elbows, so being very gentle with ourselves as we drop into that flow state using the breath. And as you start to send the sit bones back, imagine like my fingers are coming to your hip crease and just gently pulling you back. So see if you can find a little bit more lightness in the hands. Breathing in a little bit more space into the spine. So think lots of length on the inhale. Press the earth away, a gentle toning of the low belly with every exhale. Now again, we'll start to wave it forwards, breathing in, shoulders on top of the wrist, plank pose. Drop the knees down to the mat, child's pose, breath out, sit bones to heels. We're going to bring it all together. Inhale, shift the weight forward, pick the knees off the mat, downward facing dog, exhale, press back, ribs in. Wave it forwards, plank pose, inhale. Knees down, child's pose, sit bones to heels, exhale. Once more, wave it forwards, pick the knees off the mat, breathing in. Downward facing dog, press back, breath out. This time, rise up onto the balls of the feet, inhale. Tiptoe the feet to the middle of the mat and walk the hands to the feet as you exhale. Heel toe the feet, hips distance. Knees nice and soft, hands to shins, big breath in, flat back. Weight to the toes, forward fold, long breath out. And then again, halfway lift, big inhale, lots of length for the spine. Fold in, long exhale. Deep bend into the knees, sweep the arms, chair pose, breathe in. Stand tall, hands to prayer at the heart, breath out. Chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, big in breath. Forward fold, we go back to it, long out breath. Just 2 of these, hands to shins, halfway lift, breathing in. Forward fold, weight to the toes, long breath out, really feeling that back body open. And then again, halfway lift in. As you exhale, walk the hands forward, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Stepping back, that's it. Wave it forwards, plank pose, inhale. Drop the knees down, child's pose, press back, exhale. Now this time, send the gaze forwards between the hands, breathe in. Pick the knees off the mat, chaturanga, as the shoulders fall forward, bend the elbows, breath out. Hold, inhale, to the belly, exhale. Well done. Got you guys on that one. Press down into the big toes, roll the inner thighs in, interlace the fingers behind the back, that's it. Then see if you can work the palms together, keep those elbows soft if you can. Send the gaze down as the crown of the head goes forwards. Take a breath in, lift the heart a little higher. Press the pubic bone down as you exhale. See if you can move the low ribs away from the mat. Imagine like you're moving the low belly away from the mat. Keep the feet pressing down. Take another in-breath. Release the hands either side of the chest. Lower down, long out-breath. Now just one cobra pose. Roll the shoulders, lift the heart, press the pubic bone down even more. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Tuck the toes under, breathe in. Press back, child's pose, breath out. Look forwards as you inhale, plank pose, pick the knees off the mat. Downward facing dog, exhale. Rising up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in. Tiptoe the feet towards the center of the mat as you walk the hands to the feet, hips distance, breath out. Halfway lift to lengthen, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, breathe in. Stand tall, hands to prayer at the heart, breath out. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Forward fold, low belly pulls in, long exhale. Halfway lift to lengthen, breathing in. Walk the hands forward as you step the feet back, downward facing dog, breath out. Big in breath in. Slow breath out. Wave it forwards, plank pose, inhale. Lower the knees down, child's pose, exhale. Child's pose. Look forwards between the thumbs, breathing in, tuck the toes under. Chaturanga as you shift forwards, breath out. Hold, take an in-breath. Lower to the down to the belly on the out-breath. Release the tops of the feet, then interlace the fingers again behind the back. This time take an unfamiliar grip. Different thumb on top. Press the pubic bone down, press the feet down, lift the heart up, inhale. Stay, hold, long exhale, keep the gaze down. Smooth in breath in. Stay, one more long breath out. Last inhale, release the hands down to the mat, exhale. One cobra pose, feet pressed down, heart lifts, breathing in, or upward facing dog, you choose. Downward facing dog, scoop it all in, press back, long breath out. Well done. Smooth in breath in. Long breath out. Now this time bring the feet together, toes to touch. Either you can step to the middle of the mat, walk the hands to the feet, or you can do 3 little hops to the middle of the mat. So we rise up onto the balls of the feet, we shift the shoulders forwards. Exhale, we bend the knees, do a little hop to bring the feet to the middle, yep. And then rising up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, little hop back to downward facing dog, nice and light, wow. And then again, 2 more. Inhale, rising up, balls of the feet, round the upper back. Exhale, bend the knees, a little hop to the middle. Bah. And then again, inhale, shift the weight forwards, round. Exhale, bend the knees, make this light, downward facing dog, hop back. Now, last one, inhale, rise up, balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees. Little hop to the middle. Bah. And then walk the hands to the feet. Everyone meet in forward fold, feet hips distance. Halfway lift, big breath in. Forward fold, long breath out. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, take a big in breath. This time stay here, hands to prayer at the heart, and then twist to the right on the out breath. Left elbow lightly taps the outside of the right knee. Then back to center, hands to prayer at the heart, breathe in. Twisting now to the left, breath out. Right elbow taps the left knee. Back to center, hands to prayer at the heart, breathe in. Over to the right once more, breath out. Back to center, inhale. Over towards the left, exhale. Press down to the feet, come all the way up to standing. Big breath in. Lower the right arm down, little lean to the right, long breath out. Right arm back up, inhale. Left arm down, exhale. Left arm back up, big breath in. Knees soft, forward fold, long breath out. Halfway lift to lengthen, inhale. This time, as you walk the hands forwards, you might step back into down dog, or you might do a little hop back into down dog, maybe a little catch of a handstand hold before you hop back. Oh, yes. You! Downward facing dog. That gave you a bit more energy, didn't it? Big breath in, long breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Keeping the elbows soft. So notice if you've gone into hyperextension as you start to shift the weight back, soften the elbows again. Hug the thumbs in. Now this time bring the feet together, toes to touch. Walk the feet about a foot's distance towards the back of the mat. That's it. Now use the low belly, wave it forwards to plank pose on the in-breath. Lower the heels down to the left. Send the right arm up, Vashisthasana on the out-breath. Now start to hover the right foot off the mat, breathe in. Draw the right knee in towards the chest on the breath out. Look forwards, now nice and light. Step the right foot forwards. Lower the left knee down. Well done. Sweep the arms up overhead, take a big breath in. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, open out wide, breath out. Now we're going to make this really fluid. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards, crown of the head forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up wide. 2 more. Big breath in. This is juicy for Sarah. Exhale, big breath out. Even a lion's breath if that feels juicy. And again, big inhale. You can tell juicy is my favorite word. Long exhale. Now this time, shift the weight forwards, reach the fingertips forwards, breathe in, pick the back knee off the mat. Sarah knew what I was gonna do. Hands down, straighten out through the right leg, breath out. Well done, wala la la. Right knee bends, wave it forwards, inhale. Right leg straightens, press back, exhale. Right knee bends, wave it forwards, breathe in. Stay here, hold, drag the feet towards one another, breath out, hold. Come up higher onto the fingertips, take an in-breath. Now send your right arm up towards the sky, twisting towards the right on the out-breath. Now see if you can pull the feet apart from one another, scooping that right side of the low belly away from the thigh even more. Every breath in, see if you can find a little bit more height, especially on the left fingertips. Every breath out, we're twisting the rib cage towards the right even more. We keep the back leg strong. We keep spinning this left inner thigh in as we press back through the left heel more. Take another big inhale. Right hand down to the mat, step back, make it light plank pose, exhale. Stay, breathe in. Drop the knees down to the mat, child's pose, breath out. Look forwards between the hands, inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale, toes tuck under, shoulders shift forwards, breath out. Then roll forwards, upward facing dog, big breath in. Downward facing dog, scoop in, press back, long breath out. Smooth inhale in. Long breath out. Then feet together, toes to touch. Again, either you can slowly walk to the middle of the mat, or, or she'll do the or. A little handstand hop. We're just going to do one of these to the middle of the mat. So shift the weight forwards, round the upper back. Exhale, bend the knees. Little hop up. You might catch the hold and then hop to the middle. But well done. Good. Heel toe the feet hips distance. We meet in a forward fold. Halfway lift, big breath in, so more towards the middle of the mat as we walk to the hands back. Forward fold, long breath out. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms, big breath in. Hands to prayer at the heart, twist to the right, breath out. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Now stay here. It'll feel very strange because the knees are separate from each other. The feet are separate. So press down to the heels more to spread the mat out wide more. So the left hip pulls back. We keep twisting the right rib cage over towards the right. Come back to center, breathing in, sweep the arms up. Hands to prayer, then twist over towards the left, breath out. And again, same thing, press down now more into the right heel, pull the right hip back, but then as we move the left rib cage over to the left. Smooth inhale in, stay, long breath out. Back to center, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Come to standing as you exhale. Arms sweep overhead, big breath in. Lower the left arm down, lean to the left, long breath out. Left arm back up, inhale. Right arm lowers down, exhale. Right arm back up, big breath in. Knees soft, forward fold, long breath out. Halfway lift to lengthen, big in breath. Either you walk the hands forward, you step the feet back to down dog, or you can take another little bunny hop back to down dog. So take your time, you choose, make it really light. You. And la. Woo. Big breath in, full breath out. And again, inhale, take a moment, full exhale. So we really honor where we are today. Embracing change as our practice may be very different to what it was yesterday or last week. And we are advanced yogis as we can tap into what it is that our body needs and then honor that. That is what makes us an advanced yogi. Bringing the big toes to touch, walk the feet a foot's distance back, then wave it forwards to plank pose, take an in-breath, heels lower down towards the right, we send the left arm up, Vashisthasana on the out-breath. Hover the left foot away from the right, breathe in. Left knee in towards the chest on the breath out, look down, take your time to step the left foot forwards. Lower the right knee down, well done. And then again, this is where we get nice and juicy. Big breath in, we sweep the arms up. Exhale, we bend the elbows open wide. And again, big breath in, sweeping the arms, so like you're scooping the air up. Exhale, bend the elbows open. Last one, big in breath in. Make this really good in the body. Long breath out. Now sweep the arms forwards, take an in-breath. Pick the back knee off the mat on the out-breath. Hold. Another big breath in. Fingertips down to the mat, gently straightening out through the left leg, breath out. Left knee bends, wave it forwards, inhale. Left leg straightens, press back, exhale. Left knee bends, wave it forwards, breathing in. Last one, press back, breath out. Now left knee bends, wave it forwards, inhale. Stay here, drag the feet towards one another as you exhale. Come up high onto the right fingertips and then start to sweep the left arm up. Now again, we're finding lots of length. So from the right fingertips all the way to the left fingertips, from the crown of the head all the way to the right heel. Big breath in. Rib cage turns to the left more on the breath out. Smooth in breath. Long out breath. Last one, big breath in. Left hand down to the mat, make this light. Gently step the left foot back, breath out. Take an inhale. Lower the knees down, child's pose as you exhale. Big breath in. Allow the sit bones to drop even towards the heels a little bit more on the breath out. Now looking forwards between the thumbs. Now make sure that your hands are in line with your elbows, elbows in line with your shoulders. Pressing down into your forearms, you're going to scoop your chest away from your thighs, shift your weight forwards into dolphin as you tuck the toes under, pick the knees off the mat. Now we're going to use this as an opportunity to get deeper into the shoulders, so send the gaze back to the feet. Ribs still pull in. We press down into the forearms even more. The sit bones go nice and high. Take a smooth inhale in. Long breath out. So yes, this is strengthening the shoulders, but we want to think about shoulder opening as well. So we press down into the forearms. We think about the armpits moving away from the mat. The rib cage scoops in. The thighs move towards the rib cage a little bit more. Smooth inhale. Long exhale. Now send your gaze forwards. You have two options. Either lower the knees down as you come up onto your hands for plank pose, or you pick the forearms off the mat as you move forwards into your plank pose and walk the feet slightly back. Well done, well done. Take an in-breath. Feet together on the out-breath. Lower the heels down towards the left. Press down to your left hand as you send the right arm up, inhale. Hover the right foot off the mat, exhale. Right knee to chest, breathing in. Make it light, step the right foot forwards on the breath out. Good. Now this time, keep the left knee off the mat, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge, big breath in. Left knee softens, cactus the arms, long breath out. Sweep the arms forward like you're moving to arrowhead lunge, inhale. Don't worry about the cactus. Rise up, bend the elbows, exhale. Two more. Big breath in, sweep the arms forwards. Those at home hopefully don't have a cactus near them. Exhale, bend the elbows, open wide. Last one. Big inhale, sweep it forwards. Exhale, opening up. And then again, sweep it forwards, breathing in. Fingertips down to the mat, straightening out through the right leg, breath out. Now hold here, keep the right knee soft, step the left foot about a foot's distance forwards. Bring the left foot out a little bit wider, so make sure that it doesn't feel like you're on a train track. So feet, hips distance. Lower the left heel down. Press down into the front foot as you pull the right hip back. Now either stay here or left hand onto the right shin, or left hand to the outside of the right foot. So just feel into this. If you have a block as well, you can always bring the block to the outside of the right foot. Right hand onto the sacrum, just to feel and level out the pelvis a little bit more. So both hips have to pull back. The left inner thigh does need to roll in, but we have to also think about that right sit bone scooping under towards the right heel. Either you can stay or sending that right arm up towards the sky. Keeping the right hand in line with the right shoulder. Every inhale, we find more length, crown of the head forwards. Exhale, we twist a little deeper with the rib cage. So imagine like my fingers are moving your left hip back, so don't let your left hip go along with the right. And then again, smooth inhale, reach up even more. Right hand down to the mat, long exhale, well done. Come up high onto the fingertips, look forwards, breathe in. Come up onto the ball of the left foot on the breath out. Bend deeper into the right knee. We'll walk the hands forwards. Pick your left foot off the mat, come into standing splits. So standing splits doesn't mean that it needs to look like actual splits. It's just essentially bringing that left leg off the mat, left foot off the mat, spinning the inner thigh in. So don't worry if it doesn't get too high. What I care about is that the pelvis is still even, so that inner thigh is rolling in as you press down to the right heel. Walk the fingertips forwards, look forwards, take an inhale. Straighten out through the arms. Soften the elbows as you fold that little bit deeper in on the exhale, so you can feel deeper into that right hamstring. You can keep the right knee as soft as you need. And again, come up high on the fingertips, breathing in. Fold in, breath out. Come up high on the fingertips, inhale. Now left knee in towards the chest, scoop in on the exhale, hold. Take an in-breath. Lower the left foot down to meet the right on the out-breath. Either fold in or hands down to the mat, Bakasana crow pose, you choose. Either you fold in or walk the feet a little bit further back, knees come to the upper arms. As you shift the weight forwards, you round the upper back. Scooping in, scooping in, scooping in. Maybe one foot off the mat, maybe both, maybe heels towards the butt. Hold 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet down towards the mat. Feet hips distance, everyone. Chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, big breath in. Hands to pray at the heart, breath out. Take an inhale. Little twist over towards the right, exhale. Back to center, breathing in. We're not going to be here too long. Little twist over towards the left, breath out. Back to center, inhale. Stand tall, keep the arms up overhead, exhale. Now keep the arms overhead, hook the thumbs. Spread the fingers. Lift the heart a little higher, take an in-breath. Knees soft, gently press the hip points forwards on the out-breath, slightly. It's just really subtle, so press down into the big toes more. Lift the heart up a little higher. Now the big breath in. Soften the knees forward, fold, long breath out. Well done. Halfway lift to lengthen, inhale. Now you choose, hands come down. Either you can do little handstand hops to down dog through your vinyasa or skip it. Hands come down, step back, down dog. So Sarah, don't feel like you have to do another handstand, okay? Do whatever you want to do, my love. So you choose any way through to get to downward facing dog, any way through. So still really embracing the flow state. Coming back to Ujjayi in and out of the nose. And if you need to lower down to child's pose, then please do. And then slowly bringing the feet together, toes to touch. Walk the feet about a foot's distance back. Scooping in the low belly, we wave it forwards to plank pose. Inhale, we lower the heels down to the right. On the exhale, press down to the right hand. We send the left arm up, breathing in. Hovering the left foot off, away from the right. Whoa, that's a big hover. Knee in towards the chest. Inhale. Lightly step the left foot forwards. Exhale. Now she's full of energy. We sweep the arms up overhead. Drag the feet towards one another in breath. Cactus the arms, we keep the right knee soft on the out breath. And then again, inhale, sweep the arms forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows open wide. Last one, big breath in, sweeping forwards, keep pressing back with the right heel. Exhale, open the arms out wide. Sweep the arms forwards, take a big in breath. Fingertips down to the mat, straightening out through the left leg on the out breath. Well done. Now start to walk your right foot and then foot's distance closer. Again, feel into this one, think more hips distance. Pressing down into the back heel. pressing down into the front big toe. Now, either we take the right hand, we bring it to the left shin or to the outside of the foot, or if you have a block, hand onto the block. Left hand onto the sacrum, onto the low back. So again, start to feel here with the pelvis. We don't want it to one side of the hip higher than the other. We want to think flat low back. So that right hip has to pull back slightly. The right inner thigh is still rolling in. Think of the left sit bone again going under and forwards towards the left heel. Now notice how with Sarah, she always likes to really, really turn. So think more crown of the head forwards, honey. Even more, even more, even more, even more. Yes, good. Then we start to send the left arm up if you would like to. Left hand in line with the left shoulder. Big breath in. Just twisting from the rib cage a little bit more on the breath out. Keep pressing down firmly into the feet. Inhale, lots of length. Twist a little deeper, long exhale. Last breath in. Lowering the left hand down to the mat. Well done on the breath out. Right hand back to the inside. We look forwards, take an inhale. We pick the right foot off the mat. Standing splits on the exhale. So again, standing splits doesn't mean literal standing splits. It's just picking that right foot off the mat and go to your degree, just making sure that that right inner thigh is spinning in. Come up high onto the fingertips, look forwards, inhale. Soften the elbows, fold in a little bit deeper into the left hamstring as you exhale. And again, big breath in. Stay in that flow state. Exhale to fold. This time, big in breath. Drawing the right knee in towards the chest, scoop in on the out breath. Start to lower the right foot down. Either forward fold, you can stay here, make it juicy, or plant the palms, Bakasana round 2. Knees to the upper arms. Shift it forwards. Those who want to play here, you can go from Bakasana to Chaturanga jumping back. But we have to come back to this shape again. Good. So those who are holding Bakasana or a forward fold, we start to all meet in a forward fold now. So those who did the jump back, come back. Yo. Everyone halfway lift, take a big breath in. Forward fold, long breath out. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Hands to prayer at the heart, little twist over to the left now. Ooh, exhale. Come back to center, breathing in. Little twist to the right, breath out. Back to center, inhale. Keep the arms overhead, straighten out through the legs, come to standing, exhale. Hook the thumbs on the in-breath. Press down to the big toes so the inner thighs roll in, but the heart lifts higher on the out-breath. Stay, inhale. Maybe you stay here, especially if the low back's being a little sensitive, or knees soft. Press the hip points forwards as you lift the heart higher. Keep pressing down into the big toes, really important. Big breath in. Stay long, breath out. Come back to center, front ribs pull in, inhale. Forward fold, long, exhale. Halfway lift to lengthen, breathing in. Plant the palms any way through to get to down dog. You can step back, you can jump back, you can handstand back, any way through for down dog. Smooth inhale in. Long breath out. Lower the knees down towards the mat. Child's pose we meet. Big breath in. Pelvis nice and heavy, long breath out. And then sending the gaze forwards between the thumbs. And again, same thing that we did earlier. Make sure that your hands are in line with your elbows in line with your shoulders. We press down into the forearms. We scoop and round the upper back as we shift the shoulders forward, pick the knees off the mat. Good. Now, this time, bring the feet together, toes to touch. So it'll be a little bit of a drill. Look forwards. Round the upper back even more, ribs pull in. Send the right leg up towards the sky, take an inhale. Think about your standing splits. Roll this right inner thigh in, hold on the exhale. Now look forwards, shift the weight forward, shift the shoulders forwards, come up onto the left tippy toe. Exhale, lower the right foot down, bring the shoulders back. Left leg up, breathing in. Spinning the left toes down, inner thigh pulls in on the breath out. Shift the weight forwards, look forwards, rise up onto the tippy toe of the right foot, and then exhale, lower the left foot down, lower the knees down, take a moment. Okay, now you can stay with that same drill on the forearms, either hold here, hold the shape, make sure once those elbows start to track out wide, that's when you're losing the shape, that's when you're losing the side body activation. So keep the thumbs hugging in, keep pressing down to the forearms. You can stay in your dolphin pose or one leg up, we shift the weight forwards, lower down, and then switch legs. Or you can play with your hands, your pincher, your hops here. So picking one leg up, we still think about the same pattern, the shoulders shift forwards. This time the back knee bends and we do a little hop up, maybe the heel comes to the butt, hold, and then we switch, all right? If you have the hold and you wanna stay with that, you can stay, all right? So on the forearms, if you have your block, you can always use your block between the thumbs, creating that L shape with the hands. We round the upper back, we scoop in. And we want to stay in the flow state still here. So even and smooth breathing, we want to keep the even and smooth breathing. If we feel like we've lost it, come down, child's pose. So you can choose either stay, either one leg up, then down, or you can have a play with those little hops, completely up to you. If you're in the hold, think about the leg that's lifted, lots of energy, spread the toes, squeezing the thighs in, pressing the forearms down even more. Hold big breath in, long breath out. Those in pincher, you have 2 more deep breaths. You got it. Big inhale. And then gently, those in pincher, slowly lowering down on the exhale. Well done. Ooh, child's pose, we meet. This time for the child's pose, release the arms alongside the body. Allow the shoulders to be really heavy. Forehead heavy on the mat. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bring the fingertips underneath the shoulders. Press down into the shins as you gently peel yourself up. Lower the hips down to one side as you send the legs forwards. And then bend the knees. We'll lower down onto our backs. We'll get ready for bridge pose. Good. So we've done a lot of twists in the body today. Done a little bit of opening. So now we're going to get a little bit deeper into the opening now with our back bends. So pressing down into the feet. Again, just like we did when we were standing, we did that mini back bend. We have to press down firmly into the big toes. Inner thighs roll in. We'll keep the hands down onto the mat, pressing down. We'll take an in-breath. Press down to the feet as you lift the hips off the mat on the out-breath. We're going to flow with this one. Inhale. Lower the hips down, exhale. Breathe in. Hips back up, breath out. Inhale. Hips lower down, exhale. So taking our time. Stay here, breathe in. Press down to the feet. Lift up, breath out. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Stay, breathe in. Hips up, breath out. Last one, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Breathing in. Hips up, breath out. Now hold here. Either you choose, interlace the fingers behind the back or hands either side of the ears. Starting to work the biceps in, elbows in towards one another. We come up onto the crown of the head for a moment, plug the shoulder heads back, keep rolling the inner thighs in, then press down into the hands to come up to full wheel. So you choose either interlacing the fingers behind the back for bridge pose or full wheel. You press down to the hands, the inner thighs roll in. Smooth inhale in. Long breath out. Stay in the flow state even here in a static hold. Big inhale. Long exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Big breath into the front of the heart. Open up, open up. Exhale, press down to the hands, press down to the feet. Really feel into your foundations. 1 more in breath. Chin to chest. Super slow, lower down on the out breath with control, with control, with control. Well done. Good. Now let the pelvis settle. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Knees knock in. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Stay. Big in breath in. Full breath out. Hugging the knees to the chest, nice and slow. Pressing the low back down. Now keep a hold of the right knee, the right shin. Allow the left foot to lower down onto the mat. That's it, keeping that left knee bent. Then grab a hold of the outside of the right foot. Left hand gently onto the front of the left hip. Then start to track that right knee out a little wider, coming into half happy baby. Keep this left inner thigh rolling in. Now either you can stay here or you can extend the left leg nice and long. Keep drawing the left shoulder head down. Take an in breath. Smooth, steady out breath. Big inhale. Long exhale. Breathing in. Then we'll start to take a twist now on the breath out. We'll start to bring the right leg over towards the left. Sarah's, she's already smiling. She knows I'm going to give her a yummy adjustment. So those of you at home, imagine like my heels are either side of your waist, and with every breath in, you breathe into your right rib cage a little bit more. And with every breath out, see if you can move your right hip a little further down towards the end of the mat, so which was the front of the mat. So you can find more length for the low back with every out breath. And keep your right shoulder head really heavy. Big breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Long exhale. Breathing in. Full breath out. And drawing the right knee back into center on the in-breath. Left knee draws in to meet the right on the out-breath. Keeping the left knee in, then grabbing a hold of the left foot as you lower the right foot down. Half happy baby. Take a moment here. Either you stay or you can start to extend your right leg long. Inner thigh rolls in. Left sit bone goes under and forward still. Keeping the right shoulder head heavy. Smooth breath in, long breath out. And then taking your time, now bringing the left leg across the body. Smooth in breath, long out breath. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale, long exhale. Breathing in, smooth breath out. And then gently bringing the left knee back in. Hug both knees into the chest just for a moment. And then keeping length with the neck. So just adjusting the head slightly so you have the length in the neck, and then you can start to slowly release the legs. If you feel your low back and you want to keep your knees bent, feet as wide as the mat, knees knock in, and that's fine. Or extending the legs long, feet as wide as the mat. You choose for your stillness, for your Shavasana. Just allowing the body to get really heavy, to drop back into that very open, receptive state. And be very proud of yourself that you made it your intention today to embrace the whole. On the physical level, we simply embrace this vehicle as it is. Any change that we felt in the body. And we worked with that change, not against the change. With whatever showed up today, we still worked with it and dropped back into that flow state. We embrace the whole, the full spectrum of who we are. So allow the body to become soft. Allow the body to become heavy. Allowing yourself to fully feel. To fully feel the ebb and the flow. To feel the prana pulsing in the body. Even in stillness, we embrace the flow state. Now you can choose to stay in your Shavasana, in your stillness for as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. Namaste.